Hi guys, we have got something really one-off here. This is a one owner from new 1967 Mustang Coupe. And as I say, we bought it off of the lady owner. Bless her, she was 96 years old. The only reason she was selling the car was her granddaughter wanted a deposit on a condo. So we were fortunate enough that she came off on one of our adverts in California and we managed to buy it. And what we've done in the last 18 months, we've done a nut and bolt pretty much restoration on this car because we wanted to get one that looked just like it left the factory. And this is how it is. It's in the correct color of Clearwater Aqua Blue. And it's got the original interior in it. We've had to upgrade some of the bits and pieces, which I'll tell you later. But in general, it's like it left the factory. Beautiful car. We've obviously done all the paintwork on it all the way through. It wasn't rusty, nothing like that. It was just the paintwork has faded after all these years. So we put exactly the correct color on it, so that it was new. So if you ever went to a show or something like that, you're looking at a car there that is absolutely perfect. You know, the car is how it should have been when it left the factory. There's not many of those around, as I'm sure all of us are aware. But again, lovely car. Beautiful. It's got the 67 Trafficator bonnet, so your indicators are flashing in here. And as you can see, again, completely standard. We haven't got any spotlights. It came with this, it came with the wings, but no spotlights like the GT had. But we've painted literally everything, all the way down, all underneath, as it should be. And hopefully you'll get to see underneath a little bit later when we put it on the ramp. But if you come down the side of the car, you can see how straight it is for obvious reasons. It's just absolutely beautiful. She said she'd never been in any accident with it. It was just as it was when she, or her husband bought it rather. But have a look at the wheels. The original hubcaps are still on there. We've obviously put the white band tyres on, which it would have had from new. Obviously they're not cross plies anymore. They're a little bit better than that. But have a look down the side. It's absolutely beautiful. Really is gorgeous. Unfortunately, it just started to spit a bit, so you can't see the paintwork in its full glory. But let's have a look underneath the bonnet, because you can see what we've done underneath there, because we spent a lot of time on this car. We used it as literally a hospital job, so we'd come and back and forth on it so we could get it right. But have a look at that. The engine's been out, it's been rebuilt by our technicians as well. Gearbox has been out, that's been done. But you can see we've repainted it all in the satin black as it should be. The stickers are in the correct places. Just absolutely stunning. It is a power steering car. It's an A code. A code is the 4-barrel carburettor car, which is the one that everybody wanted. So it's still got 4-barrel carburettor, of course. I think that's a new one, to be truthful, because after 50 odd years they get a bit worn out, but just to make it absolutely right. But a beautiful, beautiful original car, as you can see, something you can really be proud of. And if you take it to a concours show or any show and you put it in survivor class, I don't think anyone is going to hold a candle to this car. It's absolutely beautiful. But as you can see, all the nuts and bolts and everything else are all brand new. Hopefully you'll see underneath, it's exactly the same underneath. So we wanted it literally like it just come off the factory floor, so you can have a real good look at it. Let's have a look at the interior. Well, here we are in the interior. Now we did this as sympathetically as we could. We had to put a new headlining in because it had dropped a bit, so it's had the new headlining in the correct colour. The dashboard is still in great shape, so we didn't have to replace that. We didn't have to replace much inside here. And if you actually look at the seats, these are the original seats and they're really soft for the vinyl. You can't get this sort of vinyl anymore. They're much sort of harder vinyl. The carpets we had to change because, bless her, she had those gripping overfloor mats and they literally ripped up all the pile, so the carpets didn't look very nice at all. So we put new carpets in it. So again, we're trying to keep this as original as possible. Original radio, original steering wheel. You've obviously got the automatic C4 gearbox, got the center console. The seat belts are still the correct color. You know, everything is as it should be in this little car, and something that you can really be proud of to take for a drive in this. It's just as it was. Just like a time warp. Just beautiful. Let's have a look underneath. Let's take it to the workshop. It's just going back in time driving this. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Here we are, guys, underneath this fantastic one-owner car, 67 Mustang. What we've done with this car, as I've said before, is we've tried to make this just like it left the factory. So no mod cons, it comes with exactly what it's got. But the car was so original. As I say, we bought it off that lady. She was 96 years old, bless her, and she's had it all her life. So if you come and look underneath, we've obviously replaced a lot of the parts. Just because, you know, they were worn, and we wanted to make this really a nut and bolt job. So literally all the power steering has been redone, suspension, it's still on the original hubs because we want to keep it original as possible. And this car is totally original, as I will show you with the Marty report later on. But when you come through here, Grant, if you can just have a look at these floors, we've obviously redone them in the red oxide, which is what they had from the factory. So we've done the red oxide, so it's literally got the undersill, as you can see on it. But if you look at these, all these chassis, it's just like brand new. This is when you know you've got a really good car. All this is in beautiful, the original pinches on the welding here. You come through the prop shaft, it's all been down, everything's been down. The gearbox, all that's been done, restored. As you can see, it's all absolutely in tip-top condition. Every part that we could, we've done. So it's absolutely a one-off, this car, and one of the best ones obviously you're likely to find anywhere. Again, when you walk towards the back, you can see it's all been done. The diff has all been done. New springs, new shock absorber, everything's new. Drums at the back. Again, new petrol tank, new exhausts. I mean, just look inside this car and it is absolutely as one should be. If you were going to get a car that you wanted to say, well, this is what the one should really look like, then this is it. It's in absolutely superb condition, and our guys here in the workshop have really worked hard on this and made it something quite exceptional. This car really is not only a show winner, it's as close as concours that you might get for a 67 Mustang. So real beautiful car. It's not only the top, but underneath, as you can see, is second to none. Really amazing car, I love it, and you don't get more rock solid than this. Come and have a look, it's absolutely stunning. This is a thing that we hardly ever get. Service history in the UK is everyone's into their service history. In America, they seem to be asking for gold bullion. If you ask for can we have some service history? They don't keep it, they throw it all away. But this lady did keep some of the really important stuff, which is great, and you don't get this. I mean, I think, to be truthful, this needs all to go into a frame, because I think we've seen it once or twice in all the years we've been doing Mustangs. But have a look at what we got here. We've got the original purchase invoice here that Mr. Aubrey Melton, he went and bought this car off a Ford Gastel Ford, which was in California when he bought it. And it's got all what he wanted on here, etc. It's even, you know, got how much is coming. There's the main invoice, as you can see there. You know, he's having some finance included in it. Bless him. You've got the VIN number there. You've even got the deposit. There's the deposit check that was paid at one point. This is Ford Gastel Ford. That's their insurance. And then you go on to these things, which is like owner cards, which are, as you can see, how these used to work is, some of you may remember, you used to pop this in and you'd have a swash. You just go like that, and you would give all the address and everything else you needed. So it's still got the original owner cards for the car. It's also got the original Mustang 67 handbook, and as you can see there, Aubrey Melton with the VIN number of this car and his address and the purchase date, 2nd of the 1st of 68. Just absolutely stunning, stunning stuff to have. What's that then? Oh. Tells you where the National Cemetery is in California. I don't think we need that, but just great to have these bits with it. Again, the lady found as much as she could, and she's found some original Gastel Ford bits, which I know obviously long since gone, to go with it. And I think I've explained on many occasions what a Marty report is, but I'll say it once more. It's basically like a birth certificate for the car, so you can see how original it is. So you can see here, 1967, built at the San Jose, which is in California. Mustang 2-door hardtop, which it is, 289 4 Ventura V8 engine. That denotes it's an A code, as you can see there, A code, 4 Ventura. C code would have been 2 Ventura, so it had the bigger output engine, or a carburetor as such. Mustang two-door hardtop, clear water aqua paint, which is still dressed in, aqua vinyl standard bucket seats, which you've already seen. They are the original ones, so they haven't been changed. They are in that good condition. Scheduled for build in February 13th of 1967. It was actually 2 days behind schedule. It was built on February the 15th, so just after Valentine's Day, so that would have been a nice present. Again, sold in San Jose District Sales Office, so it spent all its time. Gastel Ford, you've seen the invoices there from Gastel Ford, so it shows you they were the supplying dealer, and obviously these people lived in California as well, so it stayed in California all its life, and that's why it's in such fantastic condition underneath and on the top. So if you're looking for something really special that you take to a Mustang show or just classic car show, or maybe you have a classic collection of Fords, and you might have all sorts of Fords, and you might have low mileage, one owner cars, this is the car for you. I will never be able to get another one like this that's one owner. I think very, very highly unlikely in this day. Bear in mind this was 1967, so it's 50 odd years old. So if you're looking for something that's really special and a one-off, this is the car. It's absolutely fabulous. Come down, have a look, we'll put it on the ramp, and hopefully you can see how good it really is. So we look forward to seeing you hopefully soon.